Hello, tech fans. I'm Kelly Basie, and this is another week of the Gem Factor. What's the Gem Factor? Well, bam! We explode things and talk about gems. Okay, no, really, what's the Gem Factor? We're gonna highlight reasons or gems on why you're gonna quit your current job for this job that we're about to talk about right now. Okay, we do this week after week, and truly, this is for your benefit because we've been trying to call you, email you, text you, LinkedIn message you, and many more ways of professionally stalking to get your attention because we really believe this may be the job for you. And so I'm going to get into it and I'm going to talk about reasons of coolness and compensation and tech stack, all of the above on why you're going to quit your current job for this job. So what's the job? It is an e-commerce manager. First gem or reason on why you're going to quit your job for this job is a tech stack. So let's talk about tech stack. What do you need for this job? Well, have to have at least a minimum of 10 years of experience in IT. So no newbies, 5-year grads. We can't do that. Have to have at least 10 years in IT with also the following. E-commerce, 5 years of experience. Makes sense for being an e-commerce manager. ERP experience, at least 5 years. Java, no years. No, I'm just kidding. Good working knowledge. I didn't really put a number on it, but good working knowledge of Java. And management experience. At least 7 years is comfortable. I mean, give or take maybe a year or two here or there, but you have to be managing direct reports and or at least giving the details and assigning people tasks. Maybe it's not always direct reports, but close to it. So preferable if you have IBM WebSphere experience, that is also a major plus. That's kind of more what they're looking for in that. But again, that management experience, not truly all technical, but management as well. So what do we rank this? Every time we talk about a gem, we rank it and we give it a score out of 10. So it's a 9 out of 10 on my tech stack, and I'd say maybe the IBM WebSphere makes it a little bit less than a 10 because it's harder to find those folks, and you kind of have to have your knowledge behind it. So 9 out of 10 for tech stack, strong ranking still. So next we move to salary. You see that number there? That's 120 to 130K base plus a fantastic bonus, 20% bonus and higher. Higher means the company pays out more, they have a bigger year, plus if you've been there longer. So after you hit a certain milestone there, after several years of stability and sticking to the company and seeing it through, you get an increased payout of bonus. That's huge. That's a massive bonus. Maybe 10% is normal for what we see with companies. 20% or higher is huge. Lastly, comprehensive benefits. I mean, that's your medical, your dental, your vision, your 401k, all the other insurances included. So I give this a strong ranking of a 10 out of 10 for salary. This bonus is awesome. Stingray Tech, Kelly, that's not a gem. Well, you're right. It is a gem in my book because we're talking about stingrays. No, we're talking about tech experts, industry experts actually within this space. Hollywood. Need I say more? And you're probably thinking, what does Stingrays and Hollywood all have in common? Well, they make up Stingray Tech. They're the ones that are putting on this show for us week after week. They're the guys behind the scene, work their magic. They help promote our vision for you. And so if you have something you're looking to promote, maybe it's a specific product or some sort of educational training, whatever it may be, talk to them. StingrayTech.com. They truly are the video experts. Back to the gems. So next, growth. What about this company, this role, the industry is growing? Well, over $1 billion in value for this company and higher. I just can't give all away like the bells and whistles, but I can give a lot away. $1 billion and higher within value for this company. Hence, it's a bigger company because they also have over 10,000 employees worldwide. 10,000. That's so many employees, people. That's a lot. So you're working for a big company that is stable. And their clients include kind of across industries, healthcare related, industrial, defense, and government side. I mean, you name it, the products that they make are probably in front of you every day. Guarantee once you find it out and talk to our recruiters, which I'll give you more details in a second. Okay, so also growth, room for promotion. You have the opportunity to come in as e-commerce manager and then kind of create your own path and destiny. You can grow your team, but then you could also kind of create more of a path, maybe to a director level, maybe to CIO, maybe to change a different country and work out of there. I don't know. But you have that opportunity to really make it your own and stay planted and see your tree sprout from there. So I give this a 10 out of 10 for growth. It's a lot of opportunities in a growing field. Next is the perks. Let's talk about perks of being a partner. So you are going to be actually a business partner, liaisoning with the sales teams, the service teams, the IT teams, as well as kind of just acting like a thought leader for the e-commerce side and really a consultant for this team. You'll be managing the direction for your team and the initiative. So like timelines, you're in charge of. Who you're going to hire and maybe have to fire, you're in charge of as well. Need I say more when you're a manager? And that's a huge perk when you actually have freedom to do that. You're not going to be micromanaged by another manager to be a manager. You're actually going to have that freedom to do that. Stability with a large company. This company isn't going anywhere. They've been around for quite some time. You're going to have your job in 10 years from now, okay? You can see a path for retirement for your family to be stable, kind of create more roots. If you're uprooting and relocating for this job, this is a job that you don't have to worry about. I've already uprooted somebody for this particular company that came across the country a little bit. So brought his entire family and loves it, actually loves it. So need I say more? Personal testimony right there. Also, it's a public company, so there's some perks that come along with that, including some stock options. So perks, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for perks. I'd say it's pretty high up there on the perks scale. Okay, so let's talk about Emerald RG. I thought we were watching the Gem Factor, Kelly. Well, we are, but it's another little commercial break for us, Emerald Resource Group. If you haven't guessed it, we're an IT recruiting company, and we talk about jobs in the market related to IT, but also other things going on in the industry. And you can follow our Twitter. That's our Twitter handle, Emerald RG, or Facebook or LinkedIn. You can find out more about our jobs if you go to our website, emeraldresourcegroup.com. And you can also meet one of our recruiters right now. Get ready. Here she comes. Maybe. Sharon Winkler. Sharon Winkler is actually the recruiter working on this particular search. Talk to her directly if you want to find out more. Sharon at emeraldresourcegroup.com. That's how you can reach her via email or call her, find our main line on our website. Talk to her. She's truly always smiling. She's usually pretty happy and fun to talk to. So she'll tell you more about, from the client perspective, what they're looking for, people that maybe have interviewed already, or other people that we've placed there. She could tell you more about it. Back to the gems. Okay, so next is flexibility. So what sort of flexibility do you have? Well, flex time. Flex time. You don't have core hours that you have to, or I lied. You have core hours that you have to meet, but you don't have to be there like always at 8 or always leave at 5. You can come in earlier, leave a little earlier, come in later, leave a little later, depending on your schedule. And you can flex your schedule to work remote when needed. They don't frown upon it all the time. So that's definitely a plus. You can also create your own timelines for work. We talked about this a little bit, but because you're the manager setting the direction, you can push your team to meet a deadline real fast or give them a little cushion if it meets sort of the other business incentives and initiatives that are going on. So you're the one in charge if your team is resting or not. And also you're the one responsible if they don't meet their deadline. So there's some flexibility in that. Choose wisely. Okay, and lastly, you have the hiring authority we talked about, to bring on more resources if you can or if you need it, but also leverage offshore. They have teams that they work with now that are doing that and working that 24/7, kind of around the clock feel. So leverage them on certain projects as needed. That's huge. So I actually give this an 8 out of 10 for flexibility, and the only reason I don't give it a 10 is because you're a manager who probably is going to take the burden a little bit when there's a production issue and something's not meeting deadline, or so-and-so's out sick and you got to manage that. So a little bit of flexibility gets dinged for that, but overall 8 out of 10. Lastly is the coolness factor. So how cool is this? Literally cool. When your company is environmentally focused, and they're noted for that in water, conservation and energy, recycling initiatives, and even the waste and pollution side. They're noted for that across the world, and they take that to heart to have this sort of image or brand that is environmentally focused. I think it's huge. I think it really is huge. Makes the world a better place. That's my Miss America pageant style. Okay, IT is a priority. So IT sometimes is pushed to the wayside in a lot of other companies because that's not the number one thing. Well, this one is initiative. Like, there's initiatives within, obviously, the internal side. You wouldn't be having this job if there wasn't. But IT is built into products that are selling to consumers. And that'll make more sense when you talk to Sharon. But you will, like, if I were to buy a certain product, I may actually have to press a few buttons or something related to it. So it's all comprehensive within the company, that therefore IT has a budget within this company. And lastly, just the global outreach from the social responsibility that they're promoting, and there's a lot more things about that. Just to some of the decisions that you'll be really affecting as it relates to product lines, you have the opportunity to really take your reach to the global scale. Maybe you're only doing that locally or nationally. This is your opportunity to really grow. So because of this, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 is my final gem ranking for this particular gem. So that means we come to the overall total of the gem ranking. A little bit of slow. Yep, no, that's the gem ranking drum roll. That is specially done by me. And it's a 54 out of 60. 54 out of 60. That's a high ranking, guys. That means it's a strong job. I wouldn't be promoting it if it wasn't a strong job, but nonetheless, I am. It's awesome. So what do you do from here? Well, you actually get to apply. Go to our website, emeraldresourcegroup.com. You will find our job there and more. So maybe it's not quite a fit and you want to look at the other jobs. You're a little curious. You watched all this. Well, congratulations. You can find another job on there. Or, if it's not quite your fit, tell your friend or your neighbor or your miserable coworker who needs to leave, or no, really, but you can see that they have greater potential than where they're at now. Tell them about this job. And lastly, just retweet this, post it on your LinkedIn, tell people about it, or definitely contact Sharon. We'll tell you all the details that you need to know here. So that's really it. I mean, this is a gem factor. I am here week after week, and I talk about these jobs because I'm passionate about reaching you. So with that, I'm Kelly Basie. I will see you next week. Have a great one.